In today's video, I want to show you how to access the error codes on this style Whirlpool machine, what the error codes mean, and also how to initiate the diagnostic tests that let you look at some of the various functions of the dryers to help you figure out what could be wrong with the unit to fix it. Note the interface on this style of unit. The video is for dealing with this specific front load dryer style with the black options in the middle and the white options set to the right side of the touchscreen with the display panel there. To start with, make sure that the unit is plugged into a proper outlet and is getting power. The unit needs to be in a standby mode where there are no lights on the interface, and I found that at least on this machine, turning the UI on, then off using the power button allowed me to enter the diagnostic and error code mode faster. To enter the error code and diagnostic mode, you need to select any three buttons from the black that are not the start or power buttons, or any three of the bottom buttons on the white grouping of buttons. To enter the diagnostic mode on this machine, press any three buttons in the same sequence 3 times in a row within 8 seconds. You can select any sequence or manner of buttons, but you have to press them somewhat rapidly. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. One thing I noticed when filming this was that if I tried to press the sequence a bit too hard, it seemed like it didn't want to trigger when I started filming. Having said this though, power cycling the unit again helped me put it into diagnostics and seemed like the machine was a bit more responsive when I used a lighter touch. If you enter the diagnostic mode correctly, all the lights are going to flash on and you may hear a noise from the machine like a chime. You'll see the lights turn on as you see here on this particular screen. Although the unit shows the code 888, it is possible that if your machine has an error code on it, it will flash that error code such as PF, F1E1, or something similar. To cycle through the error codes on this machine if you have more than one, note the sequence of buttons you used to enter the mode. The third and last button you pressed in the sequence will allow you to cycle through all the error codes. When you press the button, it will cycle through any error codes that you may have, and of course on this unit it has no error codes at all. If you got to the end of the list or cycled through multiple times and wanted to delete the error codes to see if a new one pops up during testing, you'll press and hold that third button for 5 to 6 seconds. The screen will then reset to 888, showing that it's wiped the error codes away. To exit out of the error code mode, either way, just press the power button once and it will cycle the diagnostic mode off, and then you can restart the unit. Although my unit did not have any error codes, let's go over the potential list of error codes that this kind of machine could have and what you could do to fix them potentially. At any rate, when you've gone through the error codes, simply press the power button to turn the unit off and you're done. Next, I want to show you how to do the service test mode that this unit has to offer. To do this, the interface needs to be in standby mode, and I just hit the power button to turn it off like we did to verify the control works. Once I've done that, I will press the 1, 2, 3 sequence again like I did earlier for the error codes. Once you've entered the diagnostic mode though, instead of pressing the third button, you'll press the second button in that sequence to enter the mode. All the lights will turn off, and some modes may flash 001 on the UI on the right side. To proceed, press the start button, and the unit should begin to run. This is the first stage of the test, and this is the list of procedures that will run at the start. Note that it will vary by model, and a few different things could happen, but the motor, heater, and water valve should be on all three when it runs. After this, it will continue to run indefinitely, and it will show the word on the display, BUT, or short for button. To continue with the test, you need to press the temperature key on the far right corner of the screen that you can barely see to proceed. Once you press that button, it would advance to 2 further tests, and here is a list of the next stage of tests. The unit will run, and the following actions are being performed in the service test mode. If you press the temperature button again, DRS will appear on the screen. Once you get to the DRS stage, you need to open the door, which will stop the dryer and advance the unit to the STR stage. This is for the moisture strip inside the machine to test it. From here, you would need to go inside the dryer and locate the moisture strip either on the front or back of the dryer. Once you've done this, you can place your fingers on the moisture strip for 5 seconds and it should advance to the next test. If this mode then cycles correctly, it will show PAS on the, and it will cycle the service test mode. Depending on your dryer model, This will essentially be the final stage of the service test modes on the unit. Once you've finished that moisture test, the machine should eventually reset and you are done with all the force tests to see if something was not running, like the heater or the motor. And these are the major two features I wanted to cover in this video. In the near future, we'll take the unit apart and work on some testing the different components inside the machine and how to tear it down more extensively. I was asked to do the diagnostic error code mode on this type of machine from a subscriber, and I hope that it helps you out since it was pretty easy to film. Have a great day.